up and on point, 12-year-old dies after enduring months of pain following an accident. Family calls for justice. A Supply East Bank Demerara family is heartbroken after a young member of that family succumbed to injuries she sustained in an accident which occurred 7 months ago. 12-year-old Akisa Austin was struck down by a minibus while attempting to cross the road a stone's throw away from her home at Supply Village. That accident occurred on February 13th. Her mother, Lorena Waddle, recalled what she knew about the accident.
About coming from the bus, and the driver for the bus, the Granger bus, signaled the traffic, but he come from the outside and hit her. The rest of the vehicle stopped and he come from the outside and overtake and action.
The child suffered brain damage and a punctured lung. 7 months later, on September 21st, 2020, she succumbed to those injuries. Her mother said initially Akisa spent 2 weeks in the intensive care unit at the Georgetown Public Hospital, and she began to make progress. She was eventually discharged. After being discharged, Akisa went home, and she would visit the hospital regularly for treatment.
She come home with the trach, tube in her nose. Used to go feed she to the tube. She start come around she start improve. And she did start walk, but she would walk and hop, you know. She used to go to the Talbury rehab center, and they used to help Shalang to walk. And when they tell me that when the trach come out from her throat, they're going to give her speech therapy, but she didn't get a chance to do so. And sometimes she tell me, say, "Mommy, it biting, the thing just biting," and then when she cough. Remember this is with the thing coming through this she throat, the tube. Sometimes she'll find scarf coming out when she cough. And blood, and blood would take them. Pain and sometimes she'll cry. When she cough and you put in the tube, she would cry, the pain and she. I said, babe, mommy can't do nothing about that. The doctor have to do that.
The woman said she wants justice.
You know what I want? I want justice for my child. That is what I want. I want justice for my daughter. Because they feel like they knock you down, and like a puppy you knock down, ask it a style the driver making, I come up with nothing to give me for, even like for hospital run-ins and them kind of thing. The last, 2 court days ago, he said that he didn't do it, he just trying to assist me in giving me $350,000 for help put the compensation. And I tell you, I ain't going with her because I spend more than that.
The child was crossing the road where the driver put out his hand for the bus and signaled him to stop, but he was speeding. And he could not have stopped because he's saying that the child walked into this car. If the child walked in the car, she would have dead. Was head-on collision because remember she walked into the car. He hit her the side on his mirror. The mirror break, and I went to the hospital at the station to ask the policeman if I could take a picture with the car, and he tell me no, you cannot take a picture with the car.
Her parents said Akisa had big dreams and she was doing well in school. but all of that came crashing down after the accident. Akis attended the Diamond Secondary School. The matter is on the police investigation, but the cries of the family are for justice. That's a wrap for this edition of On Point. Do join us again next week for another edition.